Hey everybody. So the one of the things that is required for your turn-in is to show that your rig functions. Um, don't rely on just sending me a scene file and expect me to go through and motion test your rig. What I want you to do is I want you to go ahead and animate your rig in a basically it's a motion test. All right. So what I want you to do is I want you to go in and I want you to go ahead and just do an animation. So I highly recommend before you even start, you do a file, save scene as, and then save the scene as like instead of a rig final, you'll do uh, motion test. All right. So that way you don't accidentally save over your master rig file. So you keep that rig file kind of on its own, and then you'll import that into other scenes. You won't actually like animate on that scene or comp that scene or render it. You'll just do use that scene as your starting point. All right. So what you can do is kind of go in and just kind of animate, kind of figure out how long you want it to be. It doesn't need to be very long. I just need to see that everything moves correctly. I'm not looking for Pixar level animation here. I just want to make sure your rig functions correctly. All right, so what I want you to do is just kind of set up how many frames you want. So I'll do, like here, I'll just do like 240 frames, so like 10 seconds. And so what I'll do is at frame 1, I'll just go ahead and grab this guy and I'll just go ahead and hit S because that's just going to key these two things. And then maybe do a little twist on it. So I'll go out 1001, 1002, so somewhere around here in 2 seconds, rotate around. So rotate around this way in 2 seconds and key it. Oops, key it. And then maybe kind of give a little rotate here. So we'll rotate it up. And we'll key that. I gotta go back because it needs to go back to 0, so I'll set this back to 0 and key that. And so for 1 second, we're going to key up to here, and then maybe I will go ahead and grab this control. You guys know how to animate, so I'm not going to talk about a lot of the stuff I'm doing here. So we'll say like it's coming up here, and then maybe here I'm going to start an animation of the thing going down, and maybe go out a little bit farther, and I'll kind of rotate this down. I want to see that the hoses are bending correctly. So I'm going to set a key here. So, oops. So it's kind of moving, it's kind of doing its thing. Maybe I'll grab this control again and stretch it out maybe. And go out right through here. Oh, I forgot to key it. So set a key here. Actually rotate it. I'll rotate it back down. Set a key. So it goes down to here, and then I'll like grab this guy, and I should have right here. I need to rotate this guy down and set a key. So I'm just doing a little bend here, and then it stretches out like this, and then I'm going to rotate it out like this. I just want to give it a twist and kind of get it out like that. Set a key, kind of get a look at that. Oop, I missed. I have an extra key here. Oops. Get my graph editor real quick. And let's find that key. There it is. I have this extra key here I don't need. Take that guy. There we go. So it does this, stretch out, kind of go in. Just kind of want to run through all the controls and like move down. Obviously, I moved that too far. Let me just, it's going through the floor. Obviously, you don't want your animation to do that. So we'll just go to the next key. I'm just going to twist this up a little bit. Key that there. So then it kind of goes out. Twist, give it a little spin. So I grab that right about here. I'll start animating my spin. So I just want to give it a little twist. I'm just testing it to make sure it works. So I'll rotate this around somewhere around here. Do that. It's going to go out there. Maybe grab the claws, and you can grab both claws. It's kind of cool. Grab both claws. I can do a rotate. I can do something like this, or I can go ahead and like rotate this guy this way. Let me undo that. Let me so maybe like right around here. I'll go ahead and just key that, and then as it comes out right around here. You know, I'm just kind of running through and just kind of testing, make sure everything works. Key it. Now I'm hand keying these. I know you guys like to use the auto key, which you can do that. I jump around so much with doing different things. I don't like having my auto key on. It can really mess stuff up. Because like if auto key was on, I'm in here moving all this stuff around, building this rig. It's keying the whole time. I don't want that to happen. So that opens, close. I may not need all these frames. I'm not putting a requirement in here for how many frames you guys need. I just want you guys to be able to show that your rig actually works. All right. So it's like this, Set key. Let's do a little quick test there. While that's doing its thing, I'll spin it back. So I'll grab this guy, and I'll just do another. I'll rotate it back to 0. Set the key. So it's like and maybe it spins, bounces back, and maybe I'm rotating back up at this point. So I'm going to grab this guy and rotate it back. Just make it look kind of interesting. I'll go back to 0. I'm going to go back to default now. So I'll go here. That's rotated back. I never even did that one. Sorry. So I'll go 0 this out. Set the key, which I didn't do. I'll go. We'll rotate this guy back. 0. Set the key. I didn't do the twist on the hand, so I'll go do that real quick. Maybe about here, I'll set a key on it, and we'll give her a little spin. So I'll do, oh, I missed this. I forgot to lock this guy out. See, this is why you do this. I'm sitting there running through all these, and I missed a control. Let me delete this key real quick. And I need to lock and hide this. So even though I'm doing it, I'll have to go back and do this on the master rig, but I can do this now since I found it. This should only rotate in X. So here, and then here, lock and hide. Yeah, I totally missed that. All right, so now I'll go back and do this again. So open, it's closing. It's starting to close here, so I will set this key, and then we'll give it a little spin here. So 360 spin. Set the key. So it's like a little spin, just to show that it works. Also notice I put my joint not in the middle. So I'll have to, that's something else I need to go back and check. So that would be something where it would get kicked back to you and you need to go and fix it. So yeah, this is why you do this. So you kind of see, make sure that everything functions correctly. So I did about 110 frames-ish, so I'll do like 111. So I'll just go in and set this to 111 and play it. Oh, and I'll do real time. And so now, it's just doing a quick test, go out, rotate, just kind of make sure everything moves and moves correctly, all right? Go, do whatever you want with this. Just don't do anything crazy, like it's like all flipping around so fast I can't see what's happening. You just want to kind of go through, just make sure everything kind of functions, all right? So that's how you do that, and then you just do a play blast. So right-click, play blast, go to your option box, save it out to a file. So this will be lecture demo, save it, make sure this is checked. By default, it's not. If I reset my settings, it goes to this. So what you want to do is you want to go to encoding, H.264, and then you'll go ahead and do your play blast. Make sure you say save to file. Go ahead and call it whatever you want. It's going to go to the movies folder. You can also go pick, but it's going to go to your movies folder in your project. And you say play blast. And let it do its thing. Boom. Ooh, it was at 50% too. You might want to kick that up. But now in the projects, go to where this is at. Projects, portfolio 3. Movies. Oh, did I not have my projects up? Oh, I'm in the other one. Oh, I'm on my desktop. That's fine. Demo. There it is. So there's my play blast. All right. So that's how you guys do this. So save that file out, turn that in with your turn in for your final portion.